just really proud of our team today. I thought it was the mentality was like great. I thought it was focused, it was tough, and that's what I ask of them. I thought after getting embarrassed on the glass, I thought we came in with the right attitude, right, and tough mentality that like they're coming for us, and yeah, they might slap your arm sometimes, whatever. Like you can't whine about it. You got to go find a way to get it, and so that like it'll set us free if we can rebound like that with that level of toughness. I think we're going to be really tough to beat, but just really proud of this group. I thought we were locked in. I thought we had great leadership, togetherness after coming off of a loss, kind of an embarrassing loss. And I thought they really bound together to find a way to get this done. So I'm really proud of them.
I know one of the big storylines today was Neil playing against his former team. What was he like on the sidelines and working with him? I know he's been excited about this game from the get-go pretty much,
yeah.
But I know you've been just as excited. What was it like kind of working with him on the sidelines?
No, I mean, very, very honestly, I probably led with that because I don't want to say we don't win the game without him, but I don't think we do. I mean, the level of knowledge he had of their team is just second to none, right? And so when you scout a team, I watched 5 or 6 games, right? I got an assistant that breaks it all down. But it was like every time you have something like this, you come up with, hey, let's try this, right? And you try it, and it's like, oh, well, that's why that doesn't work, right? And over time, I've learned, like, hey, what doesn't work against Drexel or what doesn't work against Delaware? But, like, I don't know, Troy. I don't know what hey, you can't force this kid that way because she can go the other way. He was like, nope, this is what works. And we trusted him fully. I told him, like, whatever he wants to do on the scout, we'll go with, which if you know him, he'll throw some crazy stuff at you sometimes. So it was one of those ones like, nah, man. And I told the players, like, you need to trust him 100%. You need to eat up every word he says because he knows. And so kind of like that level of knowledge, I think is a huge difference maker for today. Now, ends up being a 1-point game, but to me, it's still the level of knowledge was couldn't be more valuable. And so, yeah, he was a little wound towards the end of the game, right? Because he saw it coming. But, it's a big move for him. And you think about his life, right? And he's at Troy. They're winning championships. And he takes a chance to come here and increases his role, whatever the reasons are that he comes here for. But he gets to host Troy. Yeah, if Troy beats us on our home court, yeah, I bet you he feels absolutely terrible, right? Absolutely terrible today. So I was really proud of him. I mean, he locked into it, and they locked into him. And so he deserves a lot of credit. And so does our team for trusting him.
I know you're going to talk about rebounding. I know you're going to talk about Peyton shooting. But let's talk about Peyton's rebounding because I don't know if this was a career high, but
got to be close, right?
Yeah. I mean, just she's added that to her game here. It seems like pretty recently.
Yeah, I agree. What's funny is like I don't know. She's just a great kid that listens, right? And the amount we talk about rebounding is like ad nauseum. So I don't know if I've ever been on her specifically about going to rebound, but I think the team concept of we have to rebound and we are, I mean, every single day we get together, it's mentioned. Every single day. And so I think she's a kid that listens, right? And so, like, she finds a way to go do it. But what I love about her right now is, like you're not going to be the greatest defender on the floor. No one cares. Let that thing fly, man. And we'll take care of you on the defensive end. We'll find a way to take care of you because it's, what is she, 12 for 22 the last 2 games from 3? It's incredible. It's incredible. It's really hard to do. So anyway, yes, the rebounding part is added to her game, but like for her, it's hard to shoot like that and not get that little dude in the back of your head saying like, is this too much? No, she just lets it fly, man. And it's great to have that. You got to have that short memory and no conscience. You got to let it fly. And she's doing an unbelievable job. And it's a huge boost for us. But what I love about her is like the back door she comes up with late, right? Those little plays that she's coming up with. Now, if you ask her, she missed a layup, right? And she's like, she'll kill herself for stuff like that, but she's just been awesome. And I do think the rebounds is an added bonus. But don't tell her this, Shane. She probably won't listen, but don't tell her. If she's going to go 9 for 16 every game, I can deal with like 0 rebounds sometimes. But don't tell her that because she needs to still rebound just like everybody else.
So I'm just kind of curious, so that last play at the very end, as a head coach, when you're kind of in that situation where your team is like already celebrating the win and you watch a player from the other team score 6 points in 5 seconds, what exactly was going through your mind in that moment?
Well, I can't tell you the exact thing that was going in my mind because I don't know what had happened. I'm probably getting in trouble for something. But you know what really helped us was that they had to check the 3. And so it probably helped Troy, too, set up whatever defense they wanted to try to press us with. But it allowed me to get us organized because I was at a timeout, she was at timeouts. So the fact that they had to check the 3 was really beneficial because otherwise it's mayhem. It's chaos. And I don't know what's going to happen. And I was able to – now, what I love about my team is, like, I want it to be open. So we had players in the huddle like, hey, let's throw it deep. It's like, well, because like now you touch it at beyond half court in 2 seconds, you're not going to be able to get a good shot, right? So we had that discussion. That's what I love about my team. Is like they're thinking it too. They want to know why not to. But I was thinking. Thank God for that check of the 3-point line because it allowed us to get organized. So I was thankful. Let's say that. That's the positive spin of this whole thing because I was thinking a couple other things.
Kobe kind of felt like she was everywhere, and I know that's a player that you've been high on since preseason, since you got her. What about her was so unique and so key to today's game?
I thought she was a huge boost for us, especially in the first half. But she's just finding her way, and like I know she doesn't want to hear it like that, right? She wants to go out there and play 32 minutes, but like there's a process to it, right? And it's a trusting process between her and me, and mutually. Today, I thought she was loose right from the get-go, and it proved. I think she hit a 3 early, and I thought she was great on the offensive glass. I want her to shoot some of those, but she's such a. I'm learning her, right, because if you watch her, she doesn't like Caroline moves like. I'm trying to think. I can't tell you, but you get it. Caroline's moving fast all the time. And Kobe's not moving fast all the time, but she's got it, right? So, like, naturally as a coach, when you're making split decisions, like I've been on her about, like, no, you got to go. You got to, but it's like that's not her game. She's not going to be quick twitch and moving like Caroline all the time, but she's going to do her thing. And she did her thing today. Nobody's perfect today, but, like, I thought she gave us a huge boost. And similar to what I was saying about Keith, she was locked in. And that to me is like the minute this is a high minutes for her, and I know it's not her high in points because she got 11 at Eastern Michigan, but I think it's it might not be a high minutes because Eastern Michigan she might have played that much too. But in a meaningful game where we're not up 25 points, I thought it was a huge step forward for her to come out and play clutch minutes is what I can call them. So I was really proud of her. I thought her boost with this 9 and 4 was a really meaningful boost.
You talked about on Thursday you weren't happy kind of with rebounding against Georgia Southern. You know, what does it take to come out here and out-rebound the best rebounding team in the country?
All players. I mean, I swear. And, yes, I talked about it. Yes, we showed film of it, right? But it's their choice to make. And we talk about it, and I wouldn't even say we talked about it more or less than usual, but the emphasis was there, and they chose it. They deserve all the credit for that because that's really one thing, like, if I wanted to take, I can almost joystick the shots. I can joystick the plays, right? But like I can't make you rebound. I can't say if you go over here, it's going to come to you, right? So like they have to do that. They deserve all the credit for that. And that was a tough effort because I don't think, and I'm not saying anything about the rest, but not everything is a clean rebound, right? Everything is contested. There's physicality. They're hitting them on the arm. They're not letting them land, and that's okay. I'm sure we did some of that too. But like it's a war. Playing them is an absolute war, and I thought we won the war by winning each individual battle on the glass and knowing you're not going to be perfect, right? We said there's no way you're going to hold them to 0 offensive rebounds, but 15, okay, all right. Don't give them 2 in a row, right? Don't give them a stretch of offensive rebounds, stuff like that. But they made the choice, man. They deserve all the credit for that, for real.
Do you think this shows some growth, being able to put a game like Georgia Southern where, you have your win streak snapped, you called it, almost embarrassing, to now today come out and, have a performance like this?
Yeah. You know what? I really had no doubt we would come out with great effort. I just didn't know if we would. You can't ever know if you're going to finish the game, right? But I knew the way this team is and the leadership it has, the buy-in, the togetherness. I knew we'd have a great effort today. I just didn't, you got to make shots, and you got to get them to miss shots. And it sounds simple, but I thought we did that. So, I'm proud of them, man. It's a tough bounce back, and I don't know if you're going to lose a game. I would rather come out against a really, really tough team because you're locked in, and you might not win, but I knew we would have a great effort today because that's just who we've been this year.
Then what went through your mind late in the game? I think there's like 30 seconds left when Peyton made the first free throw and then missed the second, but grabbed the offensive board and was able to win a possession back for you guys.
Yeah, one little battle, right? One little battle right there. I thought it was a huge breath of fresh air because I was like, we're going to get another shot or another foul out of this right here. And I thought that was one of the moments I thought it ends up being a 1-point game, but I thought it was like we got it. That was like one of the moments where I was like, I think we've got this figured out. I think we're going to figure out a way to win.
I think I'll have to go back and check, but I think this was the biggest crowd of the season. And did you guys know it? Did you feed off of it a little bit today?
You could definitely feel it. I thought the crowd was unbelievable and a cool game to watch, right? But being able to come out of a timeout and hear them as we're going to try to get a defensive stop, it's not always there. It's sometimes there, but not always there. And I thought it is the biggest crowd of the year, and it's like it's fun. Like, please keep coming out. Please keep coming out. Because it's fun, man. It's so much better when we have that kind of crowd and having the band back and having all that cheer. That's great, man. Over Christmas, it's like it's hard sometimes, And I know our kids are going to play hard no matter what, but like it's such a nice reward for them to feel that.
So we'll talk a little bit more about Peyton, but I also want to throw in Kiki in that as well because Kiki didn't get a whole lot offensively in the first half, really did in the second. Peyton had a heck of a lot in the first half, not as much in the second. When you have two players that are just that consistent, how much more of a balance is that for you, and how much does that make your job easier as a head coach?
Completely. I thought you're exactly right, and what I loved about Kiki today was I thought Peyton was hot, like letting it fly, boom, she gets 17 in the first half. I thought Kiki was locked in hard the whole game. And I thought why I'm so proud of her is like she dealt with a little adversity first because it wasn't easy, right? She didn't get going early. She didn't hit her first 5 shots or whatever, but like that's a test of a true player, of a strong mindset, and she came with that. And she closed for us, right? Everybody made a little play here and there on close, but she was really the closer tonight. And it's like, yeah, if you have both of them rolling, we're tough, man. We're going to be tough. And those two stole the show. I can't let it go with it finishing this without Caroline Jamon. You're talking 36 minutes against that pressure, making decisions. She has 10 assists, three turnovers, 5 rebounds. Those 3 for me are my headlines. And everybody else played a role. I thought Sushi, all good. But like those 3 men were just so strong for us today.
This will admittedly be a long shot, but I'm just wondering because, Neil knows this team very well. Was there any point during the game plan where you were talking to Neil and he sort of pointed out for Troy, probably going to butcher her name, but Micaiah Hallman, who had 33 points. Was there any indication from Neil like, hey, she might be a problem?
No, it was. You know what? I thought she did well. I thought she hit her shots. And it sounds crazy, right? But, like, I didn't feel like we were giving her layups. I didn't feel like we were giving her open shots. The one Caroline defended her, it was like she was in her shorts and she still hit it. And so, like, you don't want to ever give somebody 33, but I thought the kid earned it. And I told her that after in the line. I was like, man, she was awesome today. And we tried Jamia on her. We tried Kiki on her. It was like, let's do size, let's do speed. Man, we really didn't have an answer for her. And it was an impressive performance. But no, think about it. You make her shoot tough jump shots. It's kind of all you can do. She said that was like a pro performance. She reminded me of Allen Iverson. Number 3, too.
Being a 7-1 in conference play now and getting this big win, what are some of the things you want to take from this game moving forward and as you progress through the Sun Belt, being able to beat one of the better teams?
I think it's just confidence. And you can't control anybody else or how anybody else plays or wins or loses or anything like that. Like our thing is like I want our best effort every night, right? And so I'm going to sit here and enjoy this all the way till Monday morning. But Monday morning it's like we got to beat Coastal, right? And so like I don't care. Like to me, I was surprised to hear Southern Miss lost, but like doesn't matter. To me, like it does not matter at all. We got to take care of our business, and it can't be we just show up and think we're better than everybody. No, this is how you earn it. This is how you get better than everybody, is by working your tail off for 40 minutes as a team, playing really together, battling on the glass, and like the togetherness and the leadership is such a difference maker for us this year. It's incredible. But to answer that question, it's like it's a long road, man, and I'm just one at a time. I know that's coach talk, but like one at a time. I don't care. We'll see where the chips fall when the chips fall.